The House is set to vote today on Speaker Mike Johnson's plan to keep the government funded. Congress has until October 1st to pass a spending bill or a continuing resolution to avert a government shutdown. So for more on this, I'm joined by Claudia Grisales. She is a congressional correspondent for NPR. Thanks for joining us. So
Thanks for having me.
Both Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Speaker Johnson spoke about the GOP plan yesterday. Going to play some of what they had to say.
Yeah, in terms of the directions where they go now, it's anyone's guess
Right.
in terms of how they sort out this situation because they have so many deadlines here approaching. And once again, we're finding ourselves in this position where Congress is going to have to look at bipartisan negotiations in terms of how to find a path forward. And they are running out of time.
Yeah. And, you know, the most recent thing that we've been discussing is sort of additional funding over and above for the Secret Service than what it's already getting. These sort of negotiations just keeps the funding level, static. So
Exactly.
if they cannot hammer out a plan that gets some sort of bipartisan support, what happens next?
Right. If they don't hammer out a plan by September 30th, the government will go into a shutdown.
Mhm.
And so this is a critical day on the Hill. Speaker Johnson wants to move forward with a temporary funding bill that attaches a controversial piece of legislation, partisan legislation, that's being pushed by the hard right wing of the party in the House that would require proof of citizenship when you are voting. And of course, this is already illegal in terms of preventing, but this is him trying to please that wing. So it's unclear what the plan is at this stage in terms of a plan B, but we could be looking at a government shutdown if they do not sort this out.
I mean, I hate to say rinse and repeat, but I feel like I've had this conversation so many times over the years. It's something they just love to take it down to the wire. They must love that level of anxiety and stress. Let me ask you about something else that didn't pass. Yesterday, the Senate failed to advance a Democrat-authored bill to ensure the right to in vitro fertilization. A similar vote failed 3 months ago as well. The Republicans don't seem to like it, even though their candidate, Donald Trump, called himself a leader when it comes to IVF. Why did it fail a second time?
Right. In terms of the efforts in the Senate, what we're seeing with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is that he's being clear. He wants to put Republicans on the record when it comes to a list of issues, access to reproductive care, as well as this new concern about IVF and how it could be affected by state courts throughout the country. And so, yes, it did fail again. It was not a surprise, but this is Schumer and Democrats trying to put Republicans on the record in an election year with just a few months to go.
No, but of course. Claudia Grisales, thank you very much.